Welcome to building Endor out of Lego. Welcome to building Endor out of Lego. This is the second mock I have completed out of my series of building 6 iconic scenes from Star Wars out of Lego. First off was Mustafar, and now I've finally finished Endor. This is currently the most expensive mock because of the Endor bunker, ATST, minifigures, etc. It's cost me around, I don't know the actual prices of, the pick-a-brick wall and how many times I've been there from building the city and then taking them pieces and put them into here. So I reckon it's about £150 right now. So obviously Mustafar was £24 plus a custom Anakin and Obi-Wan, whereas this is £150 and it makes a hell of a lot of difference. This was one of the mocks that I was going to keep until the end just to see how much budget I had left, because Endor could be expensive or it could be made really, really simple and cheap. But I saw this on eBay and it was just such a good deal. It was like 140 quid and then I got them down to 115. So I ended up buying it and I thought, why not start building Endor? So I'm going to just take you into a couple of the details. Obviously we've got the 2 speeder bikes sat there. That is in one of the stills that I found off the internet. We've got the ATST coming in at an angle and they're all surrendering to the stormtroopers. A couple of them are being, handcuffed and taken back to where all the rebels are sat. It would be cool to add a few more stormtroopers, but I don't have many stormtroopers. I kind of wish I had waited and went out and bought a ton of stormtroopers, but I don't really want to buy a ton of stormtroopers for this mock and then have nowhere to display them, because my displays are getting very, very full with minifigures. I have a couple over there that are just miscellaneous that I need to sort out, but yeah, at the moment these are the stormtroopers. Who knows, I might add a few extra if I see some cheap on Vinted or eBay or Marketplace, but I think it does the job. It works out really well. It's not too crazy. Like, at the end of the day, Endor is pretty much about the bunker and the rebels being held hostage at the front. One of the tricky parts about building this was I didn't know what minifigures to use, because obviously the rebels like Leia, Han Solo, Chewbacca, they did come in this bunker set, which is awesome to keep all together. I did have an option to use the Endor Princess Leia and Han Solo from the Imperial Shuttle Tyridium, but I'm quite happy with these in here because they go for my UCS and they are getting on a bit. They're getting quite expensive. Another one is the Princess Leia from the calendar, the 2023 calendar that I could have used, but the look of this definitely wouldn't have matched the classic look of the Han Solo, Chewbacca, R2-D2, Rebel Troopers, etc. One of the coolest parts about this build was the little Ewok flying on his little glider. What a phenomenal piece that is. Like, that's just awesome to have in the Endor mock. I really, really wanted loads of Ewoks and kind of hide them in places, but because they use both of their legs to stand, it was quite difficult to add them in the trees and stuff. So we've got one down here, we've got another one down here, another one down here, and then one on the glider, and then one at the front as well. Obviously it's quite easy just putting a set on a base plate and then putting a load of foliage around it. So I did want to do something a little bit extra, and I actually made a roof for the bunker because this is how the set actually stands. Like, you've got nice details in here and it looks awesome, but it doesn't work in this mock that I was trying to build. So I just got some Lego plates and little bits of pieces and I kind of molded it just to sit nicely on top. And I think it does the job well. Like, I'm quite impressed and quite happy with how the bunker looks now. It looks very complete. It didn't before because of the open top, but now I think it looks absolutely awesome. The awesome thing about building these mocks is I just got time and space just to let my imagination just go, and nothing has to look absolutely perfect. As long as I get the scene pretty much correctly, like, from looking at this mock, exactly what the mock is and what it's representing, what special scene it's representing. I could have done loads of specific scenes in Endor, but I chose this one because the bunker just looked absolutely fantastic. I didn't have it as a Lego set before. I'm now super glad that I did. And when this mock does unfortunately get destroyed, you know, put down into pieces, I will happily display half of the MOC like this with the Rebel base on the ATST. And I'll probably just take this half off, have it up on the shelf somewhere. It'll look absolutely awesome. I've got enough space and sets to actually do like a whole Endor scene with the speeder chase and the Tyridian shuttle, and see, like that would have been awesome to have a big platform here with a Tyridian shuttle, but it just offset the, you know, iconic scene, just how it is here. Like, you know, you could have brought an 8080 in and all sorts, but it was just nice to be able to keep it simple, but keep it looking really, really effective. Like, just looking at that view there just looks absolutely awesome. Like, I really do love this MOC. It's one that I thought was going to be really simple and just not effective, like, you know, a couple of trees, some foliage, and as I'm saying that, I'm kind of thinking, yeah, it is just a couple of trees and foliage, but at the same time, you know, you got your ATST there, you got the bunker and all the rebels at the front. I think it just fits, and it is just the perfect little Endor MOC in my opinion. I'm so buzzing about this, and yeah, I'm just excited to get all of them done now. It's like I've done Mustafar, now I've done Endor, and they're starting to look really awesome put together, like side by side. And obviously I'm going to start off with the Phantom Menace here and work my way around the tables. I don't really want to show you what's going on over there, but yeah, I've got 2 MOCs set up that I've currently started building, and I don't want to ruin it anymore like I have showed little sneak peeks and stuff. You'll just have to see what's coming up, and in future videos, that's why you make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can always stay in the loop and see what's coming up. And yeah, just get excited that this channel is now just Star Wars. Just allowed to let my imagination run with Lego bricks and pieces, and it's just awesome to be able to just build whatever I want at whatever time I want, and just keep on buying, building Lego and making awesome MOCs. And I think by the time I finish this, hopefully around the end of the year, so I've got 2 down, 4 more to go. A couple of them are very strategic and very, like, not as simple as just putting brick on brick. I know that's what Lego is, but there's a couple of MOCs down the line that are going to be quite tricky, that's all I'm saying. So at the end of the year, hopefully, they're all finished. I'm tempted to actually, you know, go to a show and get them displayed, because the thing is with building MOCs is you accomplish so much. Like, the actual MOC itself just looks beautiful. Like, obviously I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but I'm so buzzing with how these are looking. So it'd be nice to take them down to a convention and just show everyone, you know, these are the MOCs that I've built. Obviously you guys will be able to see exactly what ones they are when you come up to the table, and you'll see the storyline of Star Wars, like all 6 scenes put together. I think they're just going to look awesome put together. And yeah, let me know down in the comments if you think I should do that. Take them to a convention. I think it'd be really awesome just to show them off and have all 6 of them lined up looking awesome together. Now I'm actually taking the time to look at this MOC. It'd be so cool in the future if I ended up getting a big Lego space or got tired of the other MOCs to make a full Endor scene with a couple of ATSTs, different storylines, 8080, the Tyridium up on the shelf, put that up on a nice landing pad. I think it would look awesome. I think Endor is one of them ones that is quite easy to build. You got the trees, the foliage, you just kind of put loads of greenery and mess around, and it all comes together to create a very beautiful, iconic planet and scene in Star Wars. But it'd be so awesome just to have like a huge table just for Endor. Or if I got a really, really, really big studio or Lego space, then I would build all 6 MOCs, but I'd extend them so they are pretty much a whole table's worth. So this table here is 120 centimeters long. So you can only imagine what a full-size Endor MOC would look like. I think it would look awesome. Same with Mustafar. I could build up, you know, a couple more of the buildings and structures or whatever they're called. I think it would be really, really awesome. Again, let me know down in the comments what you think of this MOC. It's just been so fun building these guys. I can't stress enough how the change from building a city and kind of falling out of love with it really quickly and just coming down here just so my little one can play with it, to now building 6 iconic Star Wars scenes that I have grew up on, fell in love with, able to get a good job where I can fund me replicating all these awesome scenes in Lego. And I think it's just, for people that don't build MOCs, I think If you want more of an escape and you don't want to sit there and build from instruction booklets and kind of just think you're building towards just a set that you've bought, let your imagination run. Build a MOC. Start off really simple, small, nice, easy stuff, and then just develop into a really cool MOC. I see a lot of Lego YouTubers building MOCs, and this is where I got it from. I just thought, why not build 6 Lego Star Wars MOCs? Make them look absolutely incredible, fall in love with Lego again, and yeah, when you fall in love with Lego, this is the outcome that you get. I know some of you guys are going to pick up on this. The Ewok glider was the wrong way round, so I fixed it. So guys, please, 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 if you want to see more MOCs, then subscribe to the YouTube channel. Drop a thumbs up on this video if you think this looks absolutely awesome. I know I am very, very proud of how these MOCs are turning out. Mustafar, Endor, complete. 4 more to go, 4 more videos. So many more Lego pieces and sets to buy. Guys, this is going to be an awesome year. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help me hit 5k. Let's hit 5k subscribers before I've built these MOCs. Thank you so much for watching.